Hi, I'm Tamara Cinnamon, and this is your Sutton Scoop. I'm here today with Sue Defeo. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Sue is with Johnston Meier Insurance, which is formerly Vernon Insurance, and you're an insurance broker.
Yes,
so
I am.
I just want to jump right in. In real estate, when we write a contract, we write it subject to insurance. Can you tell me, what does the process look like from a buyer's side on that?
Well, when they come to us looking to get a confirmation for insurance, what we do with them is we kind of help them through that process to make sure that they can obviously remove their subjects because
Sure.
they're trying to make a big decision on a purchase.
Yes.
So we look at a couple different factors. We certainly look to see if that client is insurable, first of all. And
Okay.
we get some bit of personal information from them. Obviously birth dates or if they've had any claims or prior insurance history.
Sure.
And then the biggest component is then we look at is that home insurable? And then there's certainly different factors depending on.
I was going to jump in there actually and say there's got to be, a lot of different factors with an older home, right? You're getting, a lot of character homes around here, which people love, but insurance is always a big question in my mind there.
Absolutely. So what they want to do is, what we need to do is identify certainly the age of the home, and then we certainly ask them several questions with regards to upgrades. In particular, we need to identify age of roof, the electrical service in the home, and the type of wiring. In older homes, we may find a component, in really old homes, maybe a knob and tube component still, which, again, is a little bit tricky for insurance.
So I was going to say, so what does that mean? Is that insurable, depending on the companies, or does it just depend?
It certainly can be insurable.
Can be.
We'd have to identify often amounts of knob and tube, or, if finding, again, a company that would accept a knob and tube home.
Sure.
Or home with knob and tube in it. We would look at the plumbing materials, and again, older homes, certainly older homes might have still some cast or some galvanized pipe. In particular, we pay attention to the supply lines.
Okay.
That would be what we'd be looking at.
Sure.
And, of course, age of furnace, type of heat is a big one.
Yes.
So
So where is this information coming from? Do you expect them to have a home inspection? If they're not doing a home inspection, do they need one, or will the insurance company send someone out, or how does that work?
with that information, we try to gather it directly from the client.
Okay.
And obviously the best process for that client would be coming from
A certified home inspector.
A certified home inspector,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Especially if it's an older home. They're probably hoping they're going to have one done so they can identify any concerns that they have. And that's a tool that we then can use, or they can provide us those answers by
Sure.
reviewing that home inspection report. Now, newer homes, of course, the parameters change. It's typically homes that are 15 years
Oh,
and
that's the age line.
older is where we start kind of getting a bit more information to help us what we call underwrite a policy. Gather
Okay.
the information we need to find that policy that would fit for that client.
Excellent. So
Yeah.
I can tell you're obviously very knowledgeable about insurance. You are an insurance broker, is
Yes.
that correct?
Mhm.
Okay, so you differ in that, correct me if I'm wrong, you can then put the information out to a number of different companies and kind of see who fits the bill for that client. Is that correct?
That's right. We have several markets, probably 10 or more markets that we use consistently for home insurance in our particular area. And every client and every home differs so much that we have, a wide variety of products that we can actually hopefully match that client with that home with a product that will insure them properly.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And I get the impression that you're kind of, I guess, like a trusted advisor for somebody that's wanting to do insurance. I know you've got a background in real estate,
Mm-hmm.
which really helps. I can tell even with our conversation that you kind of know, what we're talking about
Mm-hmm.
there. That's excellent. I think that's really important for a buyer, as opposed to just, kind of walking in and throwing down the MLS sheet and can I get insurance?
Yeah, so it's obviously helpful background, and with the information from the MLS or, the knowledge that clients have when they're purchasing now, it makes our job obviously a little bit easier. But,
Sure.
Just an understanding of, structures of home, whether it's a two-story or bi-level, when we're doing what we call an evaluation. Because when we insure homes, we base it on a rebuilding or replacement cost, so we have
Okay.
to understand square footage and details of that home. So the background in real estate helps, because I used
Absolutely.
to measure a lot of homes.
Right, so this all helps. Excellent. Well, this has been really informative for me, for sure.
Good.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think everything, the information you would gather from, if we would sit down and meet, would be probably obviously more detailed as towards what kind of
course.
policy type would fit you. And
Sure.
I think the most important thing would be to, find a good relationship in the insurance industry, you know, and find agents like myself or someone else that is not only your insurance provider but also an insurance advisor for you.
Excellent, perfect. Well, I can tell you I'd use you. I'm comfortable. So where do people get a hold of you?
Well, you can reach me at the office, and our office number at Johnston Meier is 250-545-5311, and I'm happy just to offer no obligation quotes or just to chat about risks or just to general information if you're looking for insurance.
Perfect. Excellent. Well, thank
Yeah.
you so much, Sue. I
You're
really
very
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Okay.